In 2011, a small metal photograph sold at auction for $2.3 million. At just 2 by 3 inches, this tiny tintype is the only authenticated image ever captured of the American West's most infamous outlaw, Billy the Kid. But to understand why this single photograph is so valuable, we need to dive into the true story of the young man it captures. A tale of loyalty, betrayal, and the violent birth of the American Southwest. Born Henry McCarty in New York City around 1859, the boy who would become Billy the Kid moved west with his mother Catherine and brother Joseph. After his mother's death from tuberculosis in Silver City, New Mexico, the teenage Henry began his descent into outlawry. First arrested for stealing clothes from a Chinese laundry, he escaped jail by climbing up a chimney, showing the cunning that would later make him legendary. By 1877, now using the name William H. Bonney, the Kid found work with English rancher John Tunstall. Tunstall treated the young man like a son, offering him a chance at a legitimate life. But in February 1878, Tunstall was murdered by rival business interests, sparking the Lincoln County War. The Kid joined the Regulators, a group of cowboys seeking revenge for Tunstall's death. What followed was a series of violent confrontations that would transform a young ranch hand into the West's most famous outlaw. The conflict reached its peak during a 5-day shootout in Lincoln known as the Big Killing. Caught in the middle of a business war between rival merchant factions, the Kid proved himself both lethal and loyal to his fallen mentor's cause. It was during this turbulent period, in late 1879 or early 1880, that the only verified photograph of Billy the Kid was taken. Standing outside a Fort Sumner saloon, the Kid posed for a tintype, a popular form of photography at the time. The image shows a young man wearing a vest and slouch hat, gripping a Winchester carbine. His slight smile belies the violence of his world. The photograph was given to his friend Dan Dedrick, a decision that would ensure its survival through history. The tintype process created a mirror image, leading to a long-standing myth about the Kid. In the photo, his gun belt appears on his left side, causing many to believe he was left-handed. In reality, the image is reversed. The Kid was right-handed. This technical detail helped experts later verify the photograph's authenticity, along with the specific chemical processes used in its creation. By the time this photograph was taken, the Kid was already the territory's most wanted man. Governor Lew Wallace had promised him a pardon in exchange for testimony about a murder, but failed to honor the deal. This betrayal sealed the Kid's fate. Sheriff Pat Garrett was tasked with bringing him in, leading to a cat-and-mouse game across New Mexico territory. The photograph's provenance is impeccable. From Dan Dedrick, it passed to his nephew Frank Upham, whose family preserved it for decades. In 1986, experts at the Lincoln County Heritage Trust verified its authenticity through extensive analysis of historical records, photographic techniques, and family documentation. The verification process examined everything from the photographer's backdrop to the Kid's clothing, comparing them with contemporary descriptions. On July 14, 1881, Pat Garrett finally caught up with the Kid at Fort Sumner. In a darkened room, Garrett shot the 21-year-old outlaw, ending his short but legendary life. The tintype, already safely in Dedrick's possession, would become the only verified image of a young man whose story continues to captivate audiences today. When the photograph went to auction in 2011, billionaire William Koch secured it for $2.3 million. Today, it represents not just the most expensive 19th century photograph ever sold, but a tangible connection to one of the American West's most enduring legends.